Welcome once again to another new video. This is Santu Sahu and you are watching Sahu's tutorial. I hope that you are all well. Do join quickly. And here I am again doing live. So in this live session, I'll be discussing some MCQ questions, a kind of quiz session for the upcoming KSET 2023 English Literature exam. Do join and we will definitely learn something, we'll discuss something. I think everything is okay. I am audible to everyone. Yeah. How are you all? Let's begin the session. I think everything is okay, isn't it? Am I audible clearly? How are you all? So in this YouTube session here, I'll be asking some questions and you will answer in the comment box. We'll be discussing some questions one by one. Randomly, I'll be speaking some questions. Okay, let's begin the session. I think I am audible to everyone. Am I audible to everyone? Please, will you please confirm that I am audible so that I can begin the session? I think everything is okay. So let's begin the session. So first question for everyone is that which poet is considered a national hero in Greece? Which poet is considered a national hero in Greece? Your options are John Keats, Lord Byron, Sappho, and Cicero. National hero in Greece: Keats, Byron, Sappho, Cicero. Which poet is known as a national hero in Greece? What would be the right answer here? Please do comment. I think you are not willing to answer in the comment box. So let me tell you, the answer is actually Byron. Lord Byron, who is considered a national hero in Greece, isn't it? So, okay. So which poem is actually ending with the line, I shall but love thee better. I shall but love thee better after death. I shall but love thee better after death. This is the ending line, concluding line of which poem? Your options are, how do I love thee, ode to a Grecian urn, in faith I do not love thee with mine eyes, and let me, yeah, exactly, Lord Byron National, got it, Mahananda, exactly. So how do I love thee, ode to a Grecian urn, in faith I do not love thee with mine eyes, and led me not to the marriage of true minds. These are works. इनमें से कौन सा वर्क, which works is ending with the line, I shall but love thee better after death? That is actually, how do I love thee? How do I love thee is ending with the line, I shall but love thee better after death. Okay. Which kind of poem is Edward Lear associated? Okay, have you heard the name? I think, am I audible clearly? So Edward Lear is associated with which kind of poem? Your options are nature, epics, sonnets, nonsense. Okay, nature, epics, sonnets, and nonsense. Edward Lear is associated with. We'll discuss 50 questions here. Okay, only answer. So Edward Lear is famous for nonsensical nonsense. Okay, Edward Lear. It's not nature, epics, and sonnets, it's nonsense. Got it? Edward Lear. Remember that. In Coleridge's poem, Rime of the Ancient Mariner, where were the three gallants going? To a funeral, to a wedding, nonsense. God in Mahananda. Yeah, nonsense. Edward Lear. Okay. So Coleridge's poem, that is the Rime of the Ancient Mariner, where were the three gallants going? To a funeral, a wedding, market, and to the races. Where were they going? And remember that Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner was a ballad, which was the first poem that was included in the lyrical ballads. Okay, it was the first poem. It had also 7 parts. So where were the gallants going? The gallants were going to a funeral, a wedding, market, to the races. They were going to a wedding. They were going to a wedding, and they, the killing of the bird called albatross also took place in that poem, Time of the Ancient Mariner. So the gallants were going to a wedding. Okay. Harold Nicholson described which poet as very yellow and glum, perfect manners. Okay. Harold Nicholson describing a poet as, very important questions, very yellow and glum, very yellow and glum, perfect manners. Options are E. Cummings, T.S. Eliot, John Greenleaf Whittier, and Walt Whitman. To whom Harold Nicholson is describing as very yellow and glum, perfect manners? Tell me. To whom he was describing? Options: E. Cummings, T.S. Eliot, then you have John Greenleaf Whittier, and Walt Whitman. What would be the right answer here? That is T.S. Eliot. Remember, that's why this question is very important, because he is referring to T.S. Eliot. Very yellow and glum, perfect manners. Okay. What was strange about Emily Dickinson? What was strange about Emily Dickinson? Your options are: she rarely left home, she wrote in court, she never attempted to publish her poetry, and she wrote her poems in invisible ink. What was strange about Emily Dickinson? What was strange about Emily Dickinson? She rarely left home, she wrote in court, she never attempted to publish her poetry, she wrote her poems. Okay, that is, she never attempted to publish her poetry. No, she rarely left home. Actually, this is the never attempted to publish her poetry. That is not the right option. She rarely left home. Okay. Philip Sidney's Shepherd's Calendar were published in which year? One by one, I'll be asking questions. Okay. If you do, Philip Sidney's Shepherd's Calendar was published in the year 1579, 1581, 1582, 1583. In which year Philip Sidney's Shepherd's Calendar were published? Tell me. So Shepherd's Calendar has actually 12 parts, and these 12 parts are representing 12 months. 1579. Got it? Got it, sir, mister. Now tell me, which work had influenced Shepherd's Calendar? Which work had influenced Philip Sidney to write what? To write that is Shepherd's Calendar. 1579 is the right answer. My ancestors are from Odisha actually. I am not from Odisha. I am from West Bengal. Got it? Snehasis? So, Virgil's Eclogues. Got it? Virgil's Eclogues had actually influenced Philip Sidney from okay, Virgil's Eclogues had influenced Philip Sidney to write what? Shepherd's Calendar. And even there is a character called Colin Cloud. Colin Cloud, okay. And Colin Cloud's shattered love for Rosalind. And in this work, that is Shepherd's Calendar, Philip Sidney is also abusing the corruption of church, praising Queen Elizabeth, and the theme of Colin Cloud's shattered love for Rosalind can be found. Okay. Now, in which work, for the first time, Chaucer had used that is rhyme royal? Chaucer had used rhyme royal for the first time in which work? And the age of Chaucer is from, you all know, 1340 to 1400. So in which work Chaucer for the first time, exactly, that is Troilus and Cressida, where for the first time he has used rhyme royal. Got it. Excellent. Now tell me, what is the form of rhyme royal? What is the form of rhyme royal? Rhyming scheme of rhyme royal? Tell me. A B A B B C C. Got it? So rhyme royal has seven line stanza. Yeah, exactly. The rhyming scheme is A B A B B C C. Got it? Now Rupert Brooke, you know, the war poet. Okay, he wrote his poetry during which war? That is Crimean War, Korean War, Second World War, First World War. Okay, another important question. Rupert Brooke wrote his poetry, okay, during which war? First World War, Second World War, Crimean War, and Korean War. What would be the right answer here? Rupert Brooke. Any idea? Do like the sessions. If you're liking the session, do. Just a minute. Rupert Brooke actually was writing poetry during the first World War. Remember that it's not Second World War, First World War. Got it? Rupert Brooke. Chalo. World War One, exactly. World War One, exactly. Which American writer? Which American writer published A Brave and Startling Truth? Is a work. A Brave and Startling Truth that was published in the year 1996. Got it? A Brave and Startling Truth in the year 1996. Options are Robert Hass, Jessica Hackton, Maya Angelou, and Michael Palmer, who wrote A Brave and Startling Truth, published in the year 1996. And you all know that Maya Angelou's famous poem is Maya Angelou, exactly, A Brave and Startling Truth. What is the finest poem that we can have the in the syllabus of ICSE class 10? We have the famous poem of Maya Angelou, that is Why the Caged Bird Sing. I know why the caged bird sing. Exactly. This is the one of the famous poem where the caged bird is being represented as the black Americans, the dark skin Americans. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. One is the free bird representing the white Americans, whereas the caged bird is representing the black Americans. And the white bird has all the freedom to move here and there, to eat good foods, as well as to move from one place to another to enjoy everything. Whereas the caged bird, who are representing the black skin American, are being caged and singing for liberation, singing for freedom, are not getting any independence, are not getting any chance to move, to eat good food. So the work called The Isle of Innisfree, who wrote the work called The Isle of Innisfree, that is actually Dylan Thomas, Ezra Pound, William Butler Yeats, E. Cummings. William Butler Yeats, exactly. Very good synthesis. Well done, well done. Applying human qualities to non-human things are known as Applying human qualities to non-human things. Exactly. Sarvista, well done, Snehasis. Applying human qualities to non-human things. It's known as personification. Personification. Got it? Got it? A comparison of unlike things without using such, like, as is known as or like. There is an implied comparison. If I say I am a tiger, if I say I am a tiger, so there is an implied comparison. Which figure of speech used here? Without exactly metaphor. Well done. Metaphor. Okay. How many parts we have in Pilgrim Progress? How many parts we have in Pilgrim Progress? How many parts we have Pilgrim Progress? 6 parts, is it? Pilgrim Progress 6 parts. Part 1, it has 2 part actually. In the part 1, there is the, who is the protagonist? Tell me, who is the protagonist of Pilgrim Progress, the Christian allegory? Who is the protagonist? Tell me. And the title of this Pilgrim Progress has helped whom to write his novel? Who is the protagonist of Pilgrim Progress? In the first part, we find that the wife will also deny to travel with Christian from this city of destruction to the city of celestial. Okay, so here the protagonist Christian is traveling from the city of destruction to the city of celestial, and during that journey he asked his wife to travel with, but the wife denied not to travel. Exactly. And the why, it has 2 parts actually. In the first part, Christian is traveling alone, and in that journey he will be accompanied with such characters, some characters. But in the second chapter, there will be the wife Christiana who will travel. Okay, and this title, that is Pilgrim Progress, has helped William Makepeace Thackeray to write the novel Vanity Fair. Okay, so Vanity Fair, we know, having the subtitle a novel without a hero. And who are the main protagonists of a Vanity Fair? The protagonists of Vanity Fair are Becky Sharp and Amelia Sedley. They are opposite characters. Okay. Becky Sharp and Amelia Sedley are the main protagonists from Vanity Fair, a novel without a hero. Okay. Now, Parliament of Fowls was written by Chaucer. It was to celebrate which event? So Chaucer wrote the Parliament of Fowls. That is also written in rhyme royal. Fowls mean, that is bird. So it's a beast fable. Now, this work, Parliament of Fowls, was written to celebrate which event? Tell me. One, the marriage. Another thing is that is actually to celebrate what? Saint Valentine's Day, isn't it? It was to celebrate Saint Valentine's Day. Exactly, Snehasis. Well done. Well done. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. The prison we broke. The Prison We Broke is an autobiography. Okay. It was translated into English by whom? The Prison We Broke. And this autobiography is about the inner world of Mahar's community, that is in Maharashtra. Okay. Even the struggle of the women in the hand of the patriarchy, one of the themes of this autobiography. So, The Prison We Broke is an autobiography by Baby Kamble. It was translated into English by Maya Pandit. Okay. Maya Pandit has translated this work, The Prison We Broke, into English. Got it? Okay. Okay. Remember, The Prison We Broke. Writers' Workshop was established in which year? Writers' Workshop was established in which year? Tell me. And where is it situated? Writers' Workshop. Please do like the session. If you are enjoying the quiz session, please do like. Now tell me, Writers' Workshop is situated where? Writers' Workshop, that is actually a publishing house. Remember that Writers' Workshop is a publishing house in Calcutta. Okay. It was established in 1958 by whom? By P. Lal, Purushottam Lal. You are watching Sarmista and Snehasis. Just write down that it was established in the year 1958 by P. Lal, Purushottam Lal, because it was a very important question, Writer Workshop. Okay. P. Lal has established Writers Workshop in the year 1958. Even Blaft, BLAFT, even Blaft is also even Blaft is also a even Blaft is also a publishing house that is from Chennai. Blaft, BLAFT. These are niche publishing house in India that focus on particular genres. So Writers Workshop, Blaft. These are all things you need to know. Okay. In a work, and author is saying that this is actually an 18th century work. I have been assured by a very knowing American. I have been assured by a very knowing American of my acquaintance in London that a young healthy child, a young healthy child will nursed, a young healthy child, well nursed, is at a year old, a most delicious, nourishing, and wholesome. Got it? A young healthy child, well nursed, is at a year old, a most delicious, nourishing, and wholesome food. Identify the work where he has spoken this. What? Actually, he is talking about, he is referring or criticizing the impoverished Irish men and women to enrich their economical condition by selling the children, to improve their economical condition by selling their children to the English gentlemen and women, by selling their children as food. That is actually, that Jonathan Swift published the work called A Modest Proposal. It's an essay where he's talking about that a young healthy child is a most delicious, nourishing, and wholesome food. A modest proposal. Exactly. Hmm. 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 Exactly. Hmm. Okay. On liberty. On Liberty is a work by whom? On Liberty is a work by whom? Tell me. On Liberty is a work by whom? This work was published in 1859, and in this work, that author has given the concepts of utilitarianism. John Stuart Mill. 1859 is very important because in this year there are the publications of exactly yeah. So in this year we have the hello Saurav, how are you? So we have the publications of like The Origin of Species 1859, whereas we have also A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. Now we have also On Liberty as well. Okay. Okay. So Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, the Afro-American writer, is writing a work, Half of a Yellow Sun. Half of a Yellow Sun. Will you please tell me who is the protagonist of this novel? Half of a Yellow Sun is a novel by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This is an Afro-American. Exactly. It will be recorded. Every classes are free here. You can also watch this session later as well. Visit the after this session, visit the live session, and then you'll be able to watch. And tomorrow I'll be conducting quiz session as well. So half of a yellow one, half of a yellow sun, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This is actually this novel set during the political uprising of what? Which word? Half of a yellow sun. Which word? Talking about which word? Half of a yellow sun talking about which word? Which political? Tell me. Ugbu is the protagonist, exactly. Ugbu, Odenigbu, Ugbu is the protagonist, exactly, Sir Mr. Well done. That is the political aspects, that is actually Biafran war, Nigerian Civil War, exactly. Nigerian Civil War or the Biafran war, exactly. Ugbu, Odenigbu are the characters. Got it. Very good. Well done. Hmm. Hmm. Who is known as the father of free verse in American literature? Father of free verse in American literature. Who is known as father of free verse in American literature? Tell me. Father of free verse in American literature. Walt Whitman. Well done. Well done. Walt Whitman. Very good. Not sure, but in the evening session as well. Tomorrow is Sunday, so probably I will be conducting more than one session. Tomorrow is Sunday, so probably I will be conducting more than after 10 p.m. at night. Okay. And probably I can also take a session in the afternoon. What it? Who wrote the poem called Jejuri and that won him Commonwealth Poetry Prize? One session after 10 p.m. and another session that is in the afternoon. Okay. So who wrote Jejuri? Your options are Sip Kumar, Arun Kalatkar, Nizam Ezekiel, and you have Sashi Deshpande. Who wrote Jejuri? Arun Kalatkar. Very good. Very good. Arun Kalatkar. All of you right. Snehasis, Dharmista, Saurabh, everyone. Very good. Please do like the session as well. Okay. Now, there is a refrain. Very, very important. Those who will watch till the end, okay, it's going to be very fruitful sessions. Okay. This is the machine age, sons. This is the machine age. We are the men who will master it. Okay. So, in which novel does the hero sing the refrain called "This is the machine age, sons, this is the machine age, and we are the men who will master it"? Which novel is this? Okay, the options are Cry the Peacock, then you have The White Tiger, The Big Heart, then Across the Black Waters. Across the Black Waters. This is the machine age, son. We'll master it. No, it is the black. It is the Big Heart. Okay, it's not the Across the Black Waters. It is actually the Big Heart. The Big Heart is a work by Mulkraj Anand, published in the year 1945. Who is the main protagonist here? Anand. A-N-A-N-T Anand, a coppersmith who returns from Bombay. Janaki is also a character, a young widow and a TB patient. Got it? The story of the novel takes place in Amritsar town. The Big Heart, this novel takes place in the town of Amritsar. The man with the big heart is Anand. So write down that Big Heart is having the main character. The protagonist is Anand. A-N-A-N-T-A. Got it? Who has had the experience of participating in the Gandhian struggle for freedom in Bombay. So in that novel, The Big Heart, published 1945, we have the refrain. That is, this is the machine age, sons. This is the machine age. We are the men who will master it. In which of Anita Desai's novel, an innocent wife kills her husband. An innocent wife kills her husband. Voices in the city, In Custody, Fasting Feasting, Cry the Peacock. It is also called a fast psychological novel by a women writer in India. An innocent wife is killing her husband. It's the story of Maya. It's the story of Maya. That is Cry the Peacock by Anita Desai. Where Maya is killing, the innocent wife is killing. Cry the Peacock, exactly. And it's the first psychological Indian novel by an Indian women writer. Okay. So who was the first recipient of Sahitya Academy Award for English Literature? Exactly, Saurav. Now tell me, who was the first recipient of Sahitya Academy Award for in English Literature? Sahitya Academy Award. That is. In 1960, he got the Sahitya Academy Award for the guide. That is the 1958 work. R.K. Narayan. The first recipient of Sahitya Academy Award for English Literature was R.K. Narayan for the work called The Guide, published in the year 1958, and got the Sahitya Academy Award in the year 1960. We have the characters like Raju, the railway Raju, and the transformation from that railway Raju, from a guide to a Mahatma. At the end, he will sacrifice his life for the sake of the village called Mangla. Mangla is the name of the village. When he will be sent into or put behind the bar because of the forgery that he will do of Marco's signature, he will be put behind the bar, the jail. When he will come out of the jail, and the people of Mangla will think him as a Mahatma. So there was the drought, and to bring water at the end of the novel, to bring water for the sake of the for the better of the village, he will sacrifice his life. So this is the transformation of, and his love for Roji, he was being attracted towards Roji, where Roji's husband Marco was busy in starting something, and Roji was also attracted towards Raju, and that's why the love triangle took place between these three characters: Railway Raju, Roji, the girl, the wife of Marco. Okay, and for this work, he got the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1960, the first Indian to receive the Sahitya Akademi Award, which was the only novel that said, which was the Indian only novel set in the backdrop of World War One, which was the only novel that set in the background of World War One. And I'm telling you, this is a work by Mulkraj Anand. Now tell me, which work of Mulkraj Anand, is actually set in the backdrop of World War One? And right now, Saurabh, you had answered actually. No. That is actually Across the Black Waters. Remember that. Across the Black Waters is the work, the only work that set in the backdrop of World War One, the only Indian novel. Got it? Got it? Across the Black Water, exactly. The Northeast writer, that is Mamang Dai, is famous for which work? Mamang Dai. Mamang Dai, the Northeast writer, she is from Assam. Okay, she is from Assam. She is famous for which work? Mamang Dai. What hill? The Black Hill, the White Hill. What? The Black Hill or the White Hill? Mamang Dai is famous for the work called the Black Hill. Nowadays, we find some questions are coming from Northeast literature as well. The Black Hill. Yeah, exactly. Remember that two authors, that is Mamang Dai and Temsula O. Got it? Mamang Dai and Temsula O. These two important writers. These are two important writers from Northeast literature. Mamang Dai and Temsula O. Just Google it, and in the Wikipedia, just read the important works of Mamang Dai and Temsula O. Got it? Chalo. Maheshta Devi's work, okay. Maheshta Devi's work, Mother of 1084. That is in Bengali, Hajar Churasi Ma. But in English, it is Mother of 1084. Who wrote? Maheshta Devi. Now, tell me the backdrop of this work. This work was written in the backdrop of what political uprising? Swadeshi movement, 1971, the revolt between Hindu and Muslim, then the Naxalite movement. Naxalite movement, okay? Mahesada Devi's work, Mother of 1084, is set in the backdrop of Naxalite movement. Naxalite. Got it? Naxalite movement. Exactly. Naxalite movement. Well done, Snehasis. Exactly. It's Naxalite. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. Well done. Mm. Okay. Dracula. That is by Bram Stoker. You know, Bram Stoker has written Dracula. Now, Dracula, you all know that it's a Gothic novel. Okay. Dracula is a Gothic novel. So, will you please tell me another important form of Dracula? Will you confirm or will you say that Draupadi? Exactly. Draupadi is actually in Odisha syllabus. In many of your BA syllabus or MA syllabus of Odisha, I found that some students were asking about Draupadi, telling me. They have read Draupadi. Exactly. Now, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Okay. What is the another form of Dracula? Is it an epistolary novel? Yes or no? गॉथिक एज वेल एज एन एपिस्टोलरी नॉवल. ब्राम स्टॉकर्स ड्राकुला गॉथिक भी है, उसके साथ साथ क्या है, उसके साथ साथ एपिस्टोलरी भी है. एंड ट्रांसलाविनिया is the important setting of this novel, Bram Stoker. Transylvania. Okay, so Bram Stoker's Dracula is a gothic novel as well as an epistolary novel. It is narrated mostly through letters. It is mostly narrated through letters. Got it? H. Hatterer is a work by whom? H. Hatterer is a work by whom? And this work is considered as the precursor to coin the phrase chutneyfication by Salman Rushdie. Critics consider that this H. Hatterer had the impact on Salman Rushdie to coin the phrase chutneyfication. So, H. Hatterer, that is Hindustan Valley Hatterer, Hindustan Wala Hatterer, is a work by G.V. Desani. Got it? G.V. Desani. So, G.V. Desani's work, G.V. Desani's work, Hindustan Wala Hatterer, had an impact, had a major impact on coining the phrase, the term chutneyfication by Salman Rushdie. It's not by Salman Rushdie, it's by G.V. Desani. Got it? The Colossus. Okay. In 1960, The Colossus was the first book of poems published by which poetess? Elizabeth Bishop, Mariana Moore, Laura Jackson, and Sylvia Plath, who published the work The Colossus in the year 1960. Sylvia Plath, exactly. It was published in the year 1960. Sylvia Plath. Hmm. 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 Just a minute, give me a time. How are you all, everyone? Babu. Babu is from actually Karnataka, na? And Saurabh is from, that is from Himachal. Am I wrong? I think I am not wrong. And Snehasis that you are talking about, you are from Odisha. Okay. Okay. A fine balance is a work. A fine balance is a work by which writer? And this work was published in the year 1995. A fine balance. A fine balance, exactly. I think 1995 exactly. 1995 and 1991. Okay, fine balance. A fine balance by Rahintan Mystery, exactly. A fine balance by Rahintan Mystery, exactly. We are the other works of Rahintan Mystery, Sir Mister. First work, I think that is by Such a Long Journey. Then A Fine Balance. And the last one is Family Matters. These are the three novels by Rahintan Mystery. Okay. Such a Long Journey is the first novel, probably published in the year 1991. Then the second novel, that is Fine Balance, published in the year 1995. And Family Matters is the last novel. These are the three novels that were written by Rahintan Mystery. Okay. And Fine's novel, A Fine Balance. Why fine? Okay, got it, Babu. Why a fine balance is important? Because fine balance is set in the turmoil of the emergency period. Okay, it is set during the backdrop of the emergency period. That's why this work of fine balance is very important. Even this work was shortlisted for Booker Prize in the 1966. Shortlisted, not got, but did not receive that. Got it? Where we have the characters like Isbar Darji, Om Prakash Darji, that is from Chamar caste actually. Isbar and Om Prakash family is part of the Chamar caste. Got it? So that is said during the emergency period. That is said during the emergency period. That's why a fine balance is very important. Whereas such a long journey, published in the year 1991. So why this work is very important? Such a long journey was actually withdrawn from the University of Mumbai because the grandson of Bal Thackeray, that is Aditya Thackeray, had complained that in that novel there is some provocative statement, some negative statement for his community, from the Marathis community. That's why from the syllabus of University of Mumbai, the novel Such a Long Journey was withdrawn. Got it? After the complaint of Bal Thackeray's grandson Aditya Thackeray. And the last novel is Family Matters. And the short story that was written by Rahintan Mistry is Tales from Firozabad. Okay, Rahintan Mistry is a very important writer from the perspective of any set and set or UG Senate exam. Got it? That is Tales from Firozabad is a work. This is a collection of short stories by Rahintan Mistry. Remember that. Got it? सेशन को लाइक कर देना, ठीक है? सेशन को लाइक कर देना, डू लाइक एंड share with your friends as well. The Fakir of Jahangir is a work by whom? And it is also held as a competent narrative verse with Byronic echo. Okay? The Fakir of Jahangir is a work by which writer? Tarudat, Henry Vivian Dereggio, then Nihari Ranjan Roy, and we have also Neze Magical, who wrote The Fakir of Jahangir, which is considered as a competent narrative verse with Byronic echo. The Fakir of Jahangir is a work by Henry Louis Vivian Derogio. Well done. Well done. Very good. Very good, Sir Mr. Then Sorov as well. Very good. Well done. Well done. Well done. Grigor Samsa is the protagonist of which short story? Grigor Samsa is the protagonist of which short story? Grigor Samsa is the protagonist of which short story? Any idea? Kafka's work. Grigor Samsa. Kafka's work. I'm telling you the Kafka's work. Grigor Samsa. Kafka's Metamorphosis. Exactly. Kafka's Metamorphosis. Where? Yeah. Very good. Very good. Saurav. Sarmista. Well done. Now tell me, plastic theater is associated with which dramatist? I'm giving a clue. He is from American. Plastic theater. Tell me. If you are enjoying the session, please do like the session, share with your friends, and enjoy the free session as well. And do not forget to subscribe the channel as well. Plastic theater. A Streetcar Named Desire. Tennessee Williams. The Glass Menagerie. Laura. Amanda is the mother. Amanda is a character from The Glass Menagerie. And Amanda's daughter is Laura. Is it Laura? Yeah, I think Laura. Yeah, Laura and Tom. Exactly. Laura and Tom are the characters from that The Glass Menagerie. So Tennessee Williams is associated with plastic theater. Got it? Remember that. Okay. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. These are lines from. Sonnet. Tell me the sonnet number. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely, more temperate. Tell me the sonnet number of Shakespeare. 18. Sonnet. Hmm. 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 That is even in the West Bengal syllabus of class 11. Even UGC NET exam this time, they gave this question. What was the debut novel of Mulkraj Anand? What was the debut novel of Mulkraj Anand? What was the debut novel of Mulkraj Anand? Tell me. What was the debut novel of Mulkraj Anand? Debut novel of Mulkraj Anand. Untouchable. In the year 1935. In the year 1935, it was published. Exactly. Who is the protagonist of Untouchable? Who is the protagonist of Sir Mr. Saurabh and Prasanjit? Everyone. Who is the protagonist of Untouchable? Tell me. Baka. Exactly. Exactly. It is about one day. A day in the life of a sweeper. Baka. And the story of Mulkesh Anand's aunt had influenced Mulkesh Anand to write the novel Untouchable, because Mulkesh Anand's aunt had a meal with a Muslim imam, and that's why the aunt of Mulkesh Anand was treated as an outcast very badly. He has experienced this in his family, and that influenced to write the novel Untouchable. What is the second novel of Mulkesh Anand? Tell me. What is the second novel of Mulkesh Anand? Tell me. What is the second novel of Mulkesh Anand? Second novel, 1936, exactly, Coolie. Who is the main protagonist of Coolie? Who is the main protagonist of Coolie? Exactly. Got very good, very good. Then comes Muno. Exactly. Muno died of tuberculosis. Muno died of tuberculosis. Exactly. After Muno, exactly, after Coolie, we have Two Leaves and a Birds. I think Two Leaves and a Bird is the third work. Okay. Tuberculosis. Exactly. Exactly. Hmm. Very good. Very good. Two Leaves and a Bird. Exactly. That is also a work by Mulkesh Anand. Hmm. Hmm. Six characters in search of an author. Six characters in search of an author is a work by whom? Six characters in search of an author is a work by Pirandello. Exactly. It's Lungi Pirandello has given the work. Has written the work. Six characters in search of an author. Very good. Very good, Prasenjit. Well done. Well done. Pirandello. Lungi Pirandello has written six characters in search of an author. Very good, sir, mister. Very good. Well done. Well done. Famous Road is a work by famous work. Famous Road. The Famous Road is a work by whom? Tell me. Tell me, the Famous Road is a work by very, very well known. Ben Okri. Exactly. Hmm. Very good. Very good. Nigerian author Ben Okri. Okay. This is a trilogy. This is the first book of the trilogy that that continues with the works like Songs of Enchantment and Infinite Riches. Got it? The trilogy consists. The other two novels are Songs of Enchantment and Infinite Riches. Got it? The first novel is The Famous Road. Second one is The Songs of Enchantment. Third one is The Infinite Riches. Got it? This is a trilogy written by the Nigerian author Ben Okri. And for this work, he was awarded the Booker Prize for Fiction in the year 1991. Got it? 1991. Here, who is the protagonist? The narrator is Azaro. Got it? Azaro is the narrator. He is an abiku or a spirit child. He is an abiku or spirit child. Will try my best to conduct live classes. Yeah, will try my best to conduct live classes in the upcoming days as well. Because I know that CUTPG exam is coming soon as well, and even GATE exam. I'll discuss one by one as well. Okay. hoping to make such videos as well in the upcoming days, Saurabh. So Azaro is actually the protagonist, which is a spirit child from Ben O'Keefe's The Famous Road, which is a part of trilogy, where the other two novels are Songs of Enchantment and The Infinite Riches. Got it? Songs of Enchantment and Infinite Riches. The other two novels of the trilogy. What is the work that is a reworking of Daniel Defoe's what? Tell me please. What is the work? Daniel Defoe's. I can Daniel Defoe's work, that is the retelling of Daniel Defoe's Robinson Crusoe. Exactly. Daniel Defoe's Robinson Crusoe. Exactly. Is a retelling. Sorry. Daniel Defoe has written Robinson Crusoe. Another writer has written a work called Poe, which is a retelling of Robinson Crusoe. Who wrote this novel Poe? Poe is a retelling of Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe. Who wrote? Coetzee. Exactly. James Coetzee has written the work called Foe, F-O-E. Prasenjit, exactly. Foe is a work which is a retelling, rewrite of Robinson Crusoe. Very good. We find the character Park. Park is a character. Park, Bottom are the characters from which of Shakespearean drama? Park, P-U-C-K, Park, Bottom, Titania, Oberon. These are characters from Lysander, Hermia, Helena, Theseus are characters from which romantic comedy of uh, that is Shakespeare. The King Theseus. Then we have the world of fairy, Titania, Titania and Oberon. We have Park, Bottom the Weaver, Park the Mischief. We have the couples like Hermia, Lysander, Helena, Demetrius, Midsummer Night's Dream. Exactly. It's from Midsummer Night's Dream. Midsummer Night's Dream. It's a romantic comedy. Okay. And here the theme of a play within a play, because the artists were rehearsing a play called Pyramus and Thisbe that is going to be performed on the nuptial day, on the wedding day of the King Theseus. The artists were rehearsing in the forest the play called Pyramus and Thisbe. I think Pyramus and Thisbe, yeah, on the for the upcoming wedding day of King Theseus. So the device called a play within a play. Got it? Hmm. Tell me a protest of the no, sorry, it's okay. Harvest is a work by Harvest. Harvest is a work by whom? Harvest. Tell me Harvest. Harvest. Harvest is a work by whom? Harvest. Harvest is a work by, it's a play, dystopian play. It takes place in future Bombay in 2010. It's a work by Manjula Padmanabhan. Very, very important novel. Manjula Padmanabhan has written the work called Harvest. It's about organ selling. Remember that. The play that is Harvest is about organ selling in India. It was published first in the year 1997. It's a dystopian work set in the future Bombay in 2010. Om Prakash is a jobless Indian who agrees to sell unspecified organs. What it? Organ selling. The theme of organ selling. That's why the work is very, very important. Harvest by Manjula Padmanabhan. Dystopian work. Got it? What are the other important works by this author, Manjula Padmanabhan? Any idea? Artist model. Sextet. Lights out. Sextet. Lights out. Harvest. The artist model are the works by Manjula Padmanabhan. Whereas the most, Lights Out, exactly. Lights Out is one of the Manjula Padmanabhan, exactly. Very good, very good. Very, very, very good. Well done. Ghasiram Kotwal is a work by Ghasiram Kotwal is a work by Ghasiram Kotwal is a work by Ghasiram Kotwal. Very, very important dramatist. Vijay Tendulkar, exactly. Which are the other important works by Vijay Tendulkar? You can also expect a questions, matching questions, okay, from this portion. Ghasiram Kotwal is a Marathi play. The Marathi playwright Vijay Tendulkar. Ghasiram Kotwal. The play is a beginning, silence the co-reading session. Exactly. So, the play begins with an invocation to the Lord Ganesha. Okay. If the question comes, which play of Vijay Tendulkar begins with an invocation to Lord Ganesha, that is actually your Ghasiram Kotwal. Got it? Ghasiram Kotwal, the play begins with an invocation to Lord Ganesha. And this invocation is going back to Homer's. Okay? This trend, this inspiration by invoking to Almighty, to any Lord, is seeking what? Is seeking inspiration to write something better. So here the play is beginning with the invocation to Lord Ganesha. Then the Brahmins of Pune introduce themselves, and we can see the morally state of affairs in Pune and the style of tamasa, that is jatra, that is in Bengali it is called jatra, can be found. Okay, chalo, that is all about here. Vijay Tendulkar, Silence the Code in Session is another important work. Now Sakaram Binder is also a work. Remember that Sakaram Binder is also a work by whom? Is also a work by Vijay Tendulkar. These are three important work. That is Sant Code Chalu Hai, that is Silence the Code is in Session, Sakaram Binder, and you have Ghasiram Kotwal. These are three important works. And another work is called Mitraji Ghosta, a Friend Story. Mitraji Ghosta, a Friend Story, published in the year 2001, is also a work. Got it? And here, remember that Ghashiram Kotwal has also translated Tenny G. Williams' work, A Streetcar Named Desire. Got it? And Girish Karnad's work Tuglok as well. Chalo. Alt Lang Syne is a famous poem by Sir Walter Scott. William Butler reads Henry Wordsworth, H.W. Longfellow, Henry Wordsworth, Longfellow, Robert Burns. Alt Lang Syne, Syne or Syne जो भी है. Alt AULD LANG is a work by this writer, by Robert Burns. Okay, Robert Burns is attributed as what? Robert Burns is attributed as what? Who is known as the plowman poet? Plowman poet. Alt Lang Syne, that is actually a work by Robert Burns. Who is known as a plowman poet? Plowman poet. Robert Barton. Barnes. Robert Barnes is known as plowman poet. The national bird. Okay, I'll be ending the session here. Tomorrow I'll be meeting. Okay, tomorrow I'll be conducting another session as well. Okay, I'll be ending the session here. It's already 11:30. Tomorrow I'll be conducting another session. Those who have enjoyed the session, please do not forget to like the session, share with your friends, and stay tuned for the upcoming videos. And I have launched my website. Please visit the website, that is sahututorial.com, and by visiting that website you'll be able to find the well structured course for any SET exam, for UGC NET exam and for SET exam. You can have a look by visiting that website. Even by visiting that website, you will be able to get to know some summary of some important works. Even some are model set papers for the upcoming UGC NET exam that will be also helpful to prepare for any competitive exam in the field of English literature. Okay. Good night, everyone, and see you soon tomorrow. Okay, let's end it here. Thank you once again. Good night, Saurabh. Good night. Good night, Saurabh. Okay. Good night, Prasanjit, Saurabh, Babu, Sarmista, and everyone.